Bobby Mackey's Music World. Jack and Katrina investigate one of the most iconic haunted locations in the United States. And from what I heard and observed, it's a legit portal in this place. And this place is known for its historical paranormal activity. And just like every episode, they start off with a brief history of the place and then conduct interviews. And I want to talk about this one specific witness that told his story about how he was investigating and then later on came in contact with a child spirit. So he's a little confused because he never thought that a child spirit was at the Bobby Mackey's location. And he later contacts Bishop James Long. And this guy may seem familiar to some people, but he has been on previous Bobby Mackey paranormal shows. So this is the same bishop. Anyway, Bishop James Long explains to the witness that there's no kid spirit here and it's a demonic entity playing games with him and you fell into his trap. Now, I thought this was scary because you never know who you're contacting when you're doing investigating or you're doing some type of ritual. You don't know what can come on the other side. It can always play tricks on you, so keep in mind, be careful when you're trying to contact spirits. To make things even scarier, let's talk about the legendary Carl. Carl used to live in Bobby Mackey's and was one of the caretakers. And I can only imagine the crazy stuff that he witnessed on the daily. And boy, talk about a brave soul. But unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But in this episode, they show his apartment room. And while staying there, Carl claimed to hear people downstairs, hundreds of people, like they were walking around and stomping. And he also claimed that some kind of demonic entity tried to drown him in the bathroom. And they showed the tub and just the whole scene, it was creepy. And the tour guide is the one giving all this information to Jack and Katrina. And then she proceeds to explain who Joanna was. And Joanna was a woman Carl used to see often. But anyway, her backstory was her boyfriend was killed by her father because she was pregnant. She then poisoned her father and committed suicide afterwards. So Carl stayed in contact with this woman apparently throughout the years at Bobby Mackey's. But the root of the story is something convinced Carl to uncover the well down in the basement. And that's where Carl got possessed and possibly opened up a portal. Like I said in one of my previous videos I did, you couldn't pay me to stay in Bobby Mackey's overnight. I don't care how much money. And one thing I did like about this episode was they gathered a lot of people and they discussed the reasons on why the place is haunted, and they also gave their personal experiences that happened to them, from them being scratched, followed home, and things being thrown at them. So this place is definitely haunted and has some demonic things attached to it. So let's talk about the investigation part. They set up 4 cameras, one in the creeper's corner where the pool tables were, another in the basement, and the other 2 was in Carl's apartment, and one down in the well. And they got a couple of responses from the spirit. Words like white, which was in reference to the producer whose last name was White. Then they asked, where's the best place to communicate? And some spirit said, the stairs. So up the stairs they go towards Carl's apartment, and they try to communicate with Carl himself. Unfortunately, no response in that area, but they did feel a sense of ease and good energy, so that's a positive sign. So they made their way down to the basement and to the well, and Katrina is taunting spirits and, just saying throw something, you're a coward and stuff. Maybe she didn't say coward, but, she's taunting the spirits. And nothing really happened. And Katrina made a statement saying that every time she came to Bobby Mackey's, something strange happened. She had a lot of paranormal activity. But for some odd reason, Jack and Katrina, they can't get no strong evidence or any paranormal activity going. So she suggests that they have fewer people in the investigation, because it was like 6 or 7 people with them at that time in the well. So I do agree with what Katrina is saying. The less people you have, the more evidence you possibly will gain. So with the struggle of not getting any evidence, Jack brings in a psychic medium and she begins to write things down, and she states that there's 3 portals in this building, 2 upstairs and 1 downstairs. Also, the spirits try to scare Jack. They try to send threats to him, talking about they're gonna make him blind and, just all kind of things. They're gonna follow him home. And after the investigation, Jack and Katrina both went to the ER a week later. So are those two connected? Is there a correlation? Who knows? Ultimately, this episode was okay. Could have been better? Yeah. I just feel like it's too many people investigating at one time. And I feel like it's best to have like 1 or 2 people when investigating. 3 at max. And spirits will take advantage of that vulnerability because they know that you will be scared if you left alone, like Aaron in Ghost Adventures. But yeah, Katrina, she did try to, lessen the people in the investigation, but at that point, I just felt like it was too late. So in conclusion, Portals to Hell has been a disappointment to me. I thought it would be something different, but I'm 3 episodes in and it's just like, it's blah. I mean, I'm not excited and it is what it is at this point. But anyway, share your thoughts down below of what you thought about this episode and give me your opinions on what the show needs to do to improve. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and see you on the next review. Peace.